Got back, forgot to turn my machine back on. Let's get back into the game. Okay. Let me pop my glasses on before I forget again for hours and hours and hours. Alrighty. So we had success in the mines. We've got an extremely loud chicken. Let's turn it down a wee mite. The mine music is really bassy. Sometimes I turn that volume up just a couple of ticks and it goes crazy. So here's something I'm not good at doing right now. I hardly ever notice this, but over the past few days I've noticed I've gotten some new followers. So I want to thank anybody who's followed me now or then, and anyone who wants to do so in the future. Big thanks, and I do appreciate it. Whether or not I'm well versed enough to see it, there are 15 things on my screen right now, and I have no idea what they are, even though I've been staring at them for a very long time studying it. So I'll get used to it, and maybe one day I'll be able to say thank you faster in return. You'll have to tune in to find out. Oh right, it's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the luau. The event will take place on the beach, starting between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Don't be late. Me? I don't know if I'm going to go. Maybe I should go so I can show it. Seems fair. Preemptive thanking, how temporal. I know, right? It's like it's non-temporal. It's anti-temporal. It's above temporality. I'm just going to get it out of the way. Why not? Just show you the love now, so when you get the feeling that you want to show me the love later, you already know it's appreciated, and you can go ahead and click that little button and follow and turn on notifications and just live an even happier day. Extra prayers and blessings and thanks to anyone who wants to do so. Just FYI. Alright, today's forecast. Oh no. The spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. Okay, so I'm going to have to start scrambling now to figure out. Let me move some of my devices out of the way, in my way, glaring at me. Now I feel put upon to figure out how to get back to the mines. Let's see, the weather is perfect for it. I mean the spiritual weather. On the Queen of Saws, we're learning radish salad again, which we've already learned myriad times, and I'm over it. Let's see if I can change this decor right now. Okay, I don't know which buttons to use. It's definitely not intuitive to me. I never seem to be able to just get it to simply pick up something that's on the wall. I don't know why. It's just... Okay, we got the red stuff down that I hate. The only reason why I didn't take it down before, I hate it with this wallpaper like crazy. I really don't love these wee banners anyway. They're not my style. But I definitely don't like it with this wallpaper, and the only reason why I didn't take it down is because I was concerned that it would take just forever. So here we go. That concern has fruited into a reality of just taking too long. So I'm going to take off the Squire's helmet because this thing is in your face. Literally. It's so cool to have. And I'm going back to my fabulous leprechaun hat because I don't know, as I said it before, it's kind of like St. Patrick's Day dyed slash vibes, and I just find that to be the most delightful and amusing conceivable thing. I don't even know what the heck. Let's just move on. It's so cute. I just love this hat. Dear Jules, I love the hat with green hair too. Dear Jules, tomorrow we're all gathering at the beach for the annual Pelican Town Luau. The highlight of the event is the communal potluck. Make sure you bring something good to contribute. The governor himself is attending the event, so make sure you're on your best behavior. Come to the beach sometime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Mayor Lewis. I love that you see it in the weather and then you get the reminder right afterward. Because I have found in other similar games that when you don't have I don't have my watering can, dang. When you don't have the reminder, you just straight up forget. I straight up forgot regularly. And I'd be like, how could I forget? Apparently because I didn't have this convenient extra remindification going on, which I so desperately needed. Boom. We got another pepper. I'll fill up the inventory now. See if there's anything in the bat cave. Run back up to the house. Empty the inventory, and then go check on the chickens. I think we might have just completed that bundle in the community center, but no, wait. One of these, oh, my inventory is so full. No, let me go plant this. No, I've spoken too soon, because even if there are only 2 slots left to fill, one of the things that just sprouted in this cave is a pomegranate. The pomegranate is only an option for the artisan bundle, but it is a necessity for the wizard's friendship bundle. So that has to go in there. Let me just check. How much more stuff do I need in the artisan bundle? I needed 2 more things, so that could have completed it. But I'm keeping that pomegranate just in case I don't get another one. Ugh, I got all excited, but it's fine. We'll complete it later. Everything's fine. No, don't eat the... Let's just equip a tool so I don't even have the option to accidentally engage with the pomegranate ever again. Dude, put the purple mushroom here. Might make another run for the community center today just to pop that stuff in. But it seems a little premature. Why would I bother right now? There's so many other things to do today. Putting that peach away because, come on, putting that peach away, I said. Put the hot pepper away. I don't think there's anything, based on what I remember, I don't have anything that's so fabulous and fly that I need to, go to the luau in order to put it into the pot. If you love me, click that button. I'm sitting here chuckling to myself thinking I have 20 jokes right now. I'm not saying any of them. Oh, you also have a dirty sense of humor. Okay, I have a dirty sense of humor and it takes me 5 million years to warm up to potentially using it. I'm trying to see how comfortable and cozy I'm going to get here on the stream because I've had a really weird life as far as growing up in 50 different theoretical communities. You know, there's the one that you're sort of born into and that's what you get used to. So I'm just deciding what to take out of my inventory and what to pick up so I can hopefully make some good plans for today. I don't know what I'm going to pick up, but I'm just over here looking. I'm going to temporarily take the food out and I'm just going to figure it out. I had a life where I kind of had an extremely conservative... Actually, there was one person in my life who was sometimes extremely conservative and sometimes very much not. It was the most confusing things. Sometimes it was utterly delightful. Sometimes I didn't find it so delightful. But one of the things I've come to learn in life as an autist, I have a lot of traits that kind of lead to me having an unusual sense of humor, or at least it is perceived as unusual by most people. And I also grew up in a place where it was kind of a stark difference. No middle of the line, very, very, very conservative type of humor and this concept of just, you know, being child friendly all of the time and what we do and don't say. You know, you can have a little fun, but just kind of, you know, some things we don't say in public. And that kind of made me feel like my humor and some of the things I would say, the reactions I would get, made me feel like, well, wow, this is really off the cuff. I need to just be quiet. People are not reacting well. I'm going to take a quartz because I've suddenly remembered that it's Maru's birthday. And while I'm taking the quartz, I'm going to see what Maru would like for her birthday. In case there's anything that has changed or anything. I'm checking the wiki. I'm checking the Stardew wiki. In case there's anything that's changed. Apparently, it's just not going. What in the world? Probably because I've just got too much other stuff open. So I might not be able to look that up. But yeah, I had that thing where I felt like I needed to be quiet, but then out there in the rest of the world, the majority of people, it's kind of like they've got their big girl panties on all the way. Nothing that I was going to say was considered particularly off the cuff or shocking. So it come from this part of my life in this community where I felt like I can't say anything because I've got to be sweet and cute about everything. Like part of my autistic masking thing, let me just be delightful all the time because people aren't reacting well. They don't get what I'm saying. They don't come over here, and the rest of the world was kind of like, yeah, you're really, really not off the cuff. Nothing you've ever said is anything but just delightful and pure and adorable. Because by that time I had learned to keep my mouth shut. So I never know what to say when. So now that I'm streaming, I'm like, I don't know. Who do I be? I'm trying to just be myself. But right now, myself is not entirely comfortable with, like, I don't know. I think the more comfortable I get sitting here and doing it live, the more maybe my humor will come out. But I don't know. We'll see. Because I have no idea how comfortable I'll get. Because it's all so much like it's new to me. Maru likes a whole lot of things. She likes a lot of things. I don't even want to read all of this. Things that she likes that I actually have the option to give her today are a gold bar, which I guarantee you she is not getting from me. No, just no. Maybe many years in the future. Not right now. She likes a strawberry. I could give her a gold strawberry. Let me see. She likes... hiccups again. She likes cauliflower. She likes pepper poppers, which I'm not giving her. I'm thinking, do I have a gold cauliflower? I don't, but I've got a gold strawberry. So that's really simple. I can give her the highest level I've currently got of something that she really likes if I run into her. Probably at the luau. I guess I'll take this hot pepper to put into the pot, but I honestly don't think it's going to do any good. I don't think it's a high enough quality to get us any points with the rest of the town. Oh my gosh, I've got so many hiccups. Hold on. Preemptive. Okay, I've read this. Okay, I scrolled up and I've lost my place. Are you quieter than you were yesterday? It's very possible that I'm quieter than I was yesterday. Because I'm moving my microphone closer. Because yesterday I was talking a little too loudly, trying to make sure that I projected, but that wore on my voice a whole lot. So I'm hoping I'm not super, super quiet, but yeah, probably am. Probably am. I ended my stream getting tired. Okay. Yeah, okay. That explains why I've got the same screen over here in that window right now. I hope you had a good time streaming for the day. I'm going to see how much longer I have no idea how much longer I'm going to stream because I'm also tired, but I'm just going with it. I'm going with it, and as long as I still feel like I can keep bouncing and keep stemming and keep the energy up and sipping my tea, I'm just going to keep going. I'll make the announcement. I always want to make the announcement before I get off so it's not just 100% a total surprise. You kind of censored my minor swears, so I thought I'd better behave myself. You know what? Behave yourself in so much as whatever, like I'm breezy about stuff. It's generally pretty hard to offend me. I just work differently. I'm fine with a dirty sense of humor. It's just it's that thing where it's like as long as everybody feels safe and everything is chill, I'm probably fine with it. It's what is it? I've got the word ephemeral. It's one of those things. It's kind of gossamer. It's hard to grasp. It's hard to see, but when you see it, you know what it is. So yeah, as long as it's safe space and all that, you don't have to 100% mum up. But if I don't read it, that doesn't necessarily mean I 100% don't approve of you saying it. It just means I don't feel like saying it. Oh, hey, I just thought you could follow me back on Twitter and I'll be able to send you the gaming screenshots there. Oh, that's true. I have to see if I can find my way through to get to your Twitter profile on your page. But this is true because I am on Twitter. Well, dude, it's your office, your rules. Yeah. Here where I'm gaming, it's my office and my rules, that's true. It's just literally 40 years of trying to figure out how to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'll tell you what it is. I have an intention every time I speak. Not everyone is capable of picking up on your intention because they tend to have certain feelings and preconceived notions about things. So as I've spent my life learning, and this is one of the things I excel at, learning how to translate all of their thoughts, I have the kind of brain and the kind of personality and the kind of behaviors where people aren't really learning how to translate me. They basically just hear whatever they're going to hear. So I've kind of, not too happily per se, but I have kind of taken up the weight of translating myself for people who don't know how to hear me the way I intend to be heard. That's a really laborious explanation, but it's an extremely laborious life condition. Basically, I'm translating myself, and for a huge amount of my life, I was just I've accidentally gone into the barn. I'm going to have to move this lightning rod so that I don't do that every single day. Well, not every single day, but every single storm day. Yeah, it kind of worked a number on my head and made me pretty much uncomfortable just being the unbridled me. Because no matter how you slice it, no matter what you do in life, no matter how much you're trying to be unoffensive, you are going to offend somebody. Some people are offended by someone trying not to be offensive. So there is no way to win, and I do recognize that, but it's literally just about my comfort level. I am learning what I'm going to do and how I'm going to stream right along with anyone who's watching. I have no idea where it's going to go. I want to be able to, comfy being quirky and being, having a touch of blue humor every now and then, and just saying stuff that makes absolutely no sense to anyone but me, because I will say a lot of stuff that makes no sense to anyone but me. I'm totally aware of this. I'm totally fine with it. I find it quite humorous. So I'm hoping all of that stuff will come out over time. But if I'm 100% honest, I will be just as surprised by it as anyone else might be, because I have no idea when I'll get there or how. Man, if life is a learning experience, I am busy seriously living life recently. Like, for years. I only just learned that I'm autistic, which shed a light on all of my life's experiences as far as how people translate me inside of their own heads and why they think the things about me that aren't what I told them, all that stuff. I just learned that I'm autistic 4 years ago in early 2020, because that was the first time when I was not so busy basically living everybody else's life and doing things the way they wanted me to do it, that I had enough time to discover myself in that way. That changed everything. And I have not been certain about my ADHD for probably more than a couple of years. So my learning curve, even if we're just talking about myself right now, is pretty extreme. And that is going to come out in everything I do. Because the more I learn about myself and the more I love myself, the more comfortable I can get. Our daily dose of spirituality and psychology from Empress Aviana as she games. But this is what you get. You get me started talking about something like the, social interactions and perceptions and comfort and happiness with self. It's just gonna start coming out. It's just gonna start coming. Oh, hold up. Let me scroll. My Twitter is also linked on my Twitch bio as well. Okay, that's where I'm going to be going looking for it. Oh, you're an empath. It fits with your past and the autism. My best mate is a woman like that. Yes, I am an empath. Oh boy, am I an empath. I am one of those people who happen to have it naturally. And also, where am I headed? I just missed going to the festival because it's 2 p.m. now, and I'm not hurting over it because it was going to eat the entire day and I didn't want to go. I wouldn't be able to go to the mines. I was going to show what it looked like. But it's 2 p.m. and I was enjoying talking. I just kind of forgot straight up, so I'm fine with that. Maybe we'll show it next year. Stick around for that too. Yeah, I have the interesting combination of having been born an empath, and then I was taught empathic and empathetic lessons on like the psychological and the spiritual side of things. And I also went through shocking layers of abuse for decades of my life. And so that has a tendency to affect things very deeply. So I've kind of got a triple dose of things that can make you deeply aware of the self and of everyone else and have that understanding. And I'm that person who watches a TV show, and if the story is really acute, my heart is breaking because I'm so into what the character is going through. I'm gonna grab some food for the mines. I'm gonna grab a pepper popper because it'll give me some speed if I get to the mines, and I'm gonna start offloading all the randomness that's right here because I'm just getting really overwhelmed. I need to organize these boxes, but I seem to be reaching this point where I'm just so confused that I have no idea what to do with anything anymore. So I'm gonna just put some of this stuff off because, wow, I do not know what to do with all of this mess anymore. I am amazed. I'm just standing here trying to figure out what to do and I've got nothing. Okay. We'll see if I can find Maru to take her a strawberry. We'll make 2 more refined quartz, and if there's something in this box I truly need to do today that I'm missing, I'm afraid it's just going to get missed because I just see a slew of clutter over here that's shocking to me. Okay, so but if you have a best mate like that, then you will probably truly have an idea of what it's like. She only recently learned too. Oh my gosh, she's autistic? Or is she ADHD? Or is it both? Oh man, a revelation like that of any nature can really, really change your life. She's a redhead from Michigan who probably hasn't played a game in her life. Other than that, you're basically the same person. Oh, really? That is so interesting. I don't even know what to think about that. The fact that you've managed to find somebody on Twitch streaming Stardew who reminds you of your best mate so much that you're like, we're basically the same person. I'm not sure I've ever heard anyone say that to me. Outside of the context of somebody telling me, like, I'll be like, hey, you know this person better than I do. What would they want for a Christmas gift? And they're like, oh, they like this, that, and the other, and they're listing all this stuff like makeup and clothing and stuff, and they're like, okay, they're basically you. In these specific ways, they're basically like you. That would be the other time when I've heard this. I want it to be symmetrical. I'll just throw these 2 right down here, and then I can run around. Why am I taking my mayonnaise? It's Wednesday. Then I can run around, I can go find Maru, hit up the museum, go to the mines. Yeah, I think I like it as a plan. Am I forgetting something I need to do? No, really don't. Autism. Okay, so she's learned she's autistic. I've got to tell you, that can hit you in a whole lot of different ways. The way it hit me was incredible. I had multiple steps. It started with me realizing that it was actually true. The moment I believed, when it started to threaten my concept that I'd suspected since I was a child, and then I kept thinking, no, the diagnostic stuff is just not me. This sounds really extreme. I don't have trouble understanding diagnostic things, but that one really got me. I don't have trouble understanding diagnostics that are about me, but autism, the description is pretty crazy by comparison to reality. Anyway, once I started to realize that it was probably actually true, I actually could not take it, and I just kind of shut down for a while, and I really didn't consciously think of it for a good long time to come. And then one day I woke up and I had been severely, shockingly depressed for decades, and on that day I awoke and my depression was literally gone. It was gone instantaneously, and just like that, it's never returned. Where do I put this? I think I actually would like to have the anchor. I'll put the little hoe thingy over there, put my anchor over here, and I hate it. It's too big, it's unbalanced and it's bizarre. Let's put the anchor here, and put the hoe over here. Yeah, I'll just line them up so that the two silver things are just kind of slot two, and I'll just move on with life. I didn't get anything, I didn't get anything. Yeah, I woke up after a life of going through everything and feeling things that I had been told instead of anything that was good for me. I just suddenly loved myself. It was an amazingly positive experience. I had not felt self-love in so long. I didn't actually realize how much I had grown to hate myself until after I felt it all just go away. So my experience with learning was life-changingly beautiful, and it changed absolutely everything, because now if I can love myself truthfully again after going through all of that, it can no longer be shaken. And believe you me, that theory has already been tested. It cannot be shaken. I have no idea where Maru is. I should probably be looking up her whereabouts, because I'm running around right now wasting mining time and I don't see her at all. So unless she's standing over here or something, I'm gonna go look her up on the wiki, because I don't even know what to do. Oh, it's almost Christmas. Almost Christmas in your game? Because frankly, I'm horrified that it's almost Christmas in my real life. I have to be social. Yep. That nails it pretty well to the wall. A good amount of my feelings about this subject. Wednesdays, I'm very much the non-social autist, and a lot of that is because of experiential things. That's not all automatic. People are like, this is automatic. I like my alone time, but guess what? You go through enough stuff with people, because of people, you can get even more of a fan of your alone time. So it's currently Wednesday, Summer 10. I'm looking up her schedule. Wednesday. Okay, so I guess regular schedule, standing by the lake east of the house. Way cool. She's on the way to the mines. I almost ran over there thinking she might just be over there, but I was concerned that if she wasn't, like if I ran all the way over there and she was just walking into her house and going into her bedroom where I can't access her for the rest of the day, and it was my fault because I decided to gamble on walking over here, I would have been upset. Boom. No, don't eat the strawberry. Boom. You've been birthdayed. Hey, what's this? A birthday gift? It's great. Thanks for remembering me. I read that as thanks for reminding me. Which would make sense. You can forget it's your birthday. That's a real thing. Are you enjoying the season? It's been so warm this year. Gotta tell you, Maru. Real life, not that much of a fan of the warmth. Huge fan of the cold. You get back at me in winter, ask me how I'm feeling, and sit back and prepare to hear the stories of love unfold. As for now, meh, I'm alright. Nah? Alright enough. I was gonna take the treasure chest to Clint's to see if I could sell it there. I don't know if I can sell it here. I know you can sell it, but maybe you would sell it by just popping it into the... Maybe the only thing you can do is pop it into the, what do you call that thing? That bin out there. That big old wooden box where you put the magics in and they come back out as magic gold the next day. That's the thing I'm looking for and thinking about. Stone. Oh no, I'm out of copper. Can't make bombs. Just I've got to grieve the fact that I don't have any bomb making materials for a minute. This is just an utter bummer in every conceivable way. Jeez. No, I think mine is good old-fashioned misanthropy. I'm going to tell you I've got a touch of that too. But I basically have it when somebody gets on my nerves, so I'm still going to blame it on other people because it's the modern way. But seriously, I'm in the process of learning what I have as far as social needs go. Because I really... What? Bye. Just don't want to deal with you. Could have gotten the gold, but... Oh, come on. I don't need to be blocked this early into the game. Could have gotten the gold, but just not into it. Okay. This looks like a good place to use my one big bomb. Sick. I kind of want to come down here and whack this. I'm less concerned about getting deep into the mines than I am about getting all of the good resources. I'm one of those people, as far as the way I feel about everyone else, 'tis the modern way. This is the kind of socializing I like, and it's infrequent. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now you are speaking my language. You know what I like about this? I've got to tell you, if you are somebody who finds it... How shall I put this? If your boundaries are not always 100% respected in person, it can sometimes be really nice just to train yourself on what your boundaries are and how to protect them by having some time with people. Oh, a staircase. Well then bye, forget you. I don't need to get... No, I'll just disappear. Bye. It can be a really nice training time to just figure out your own boundaries, what you want to change, where they need to be, to think. It gives me time to think about how to respond when I'm interacting online or through text, social media. I don't think I need to go up and take this stuff out of my inventory, but I think I will, just because if I happen to pick up a million really cool things and have to make bad choices, I'm going to be pretty upset with myself for having done that to myself. So now I'm going to eat the pepper poppers for the speed and go back in. We're at level 105. We're getting down low. Get low. Yeah, I also really enjoy that. One of the aspects that I enjoy is that I get to be, if I'm interacting online, I get to be in my cozy space. I get to sit in my cozy chair. I get to eat my safe foods and have my safe drinks. I get to be there for as long as I need to be. When I need to pop away to take care of me, I can pop away to take care of me. It gives me so much control over all of the things that generally are so uncomfortable about being in social situations. I really enjoy it. Also, the majority of the social situations that I've been in life have not been because of me. They weren't a million choices that I made. It wasn't me going out to concerts and parties. It was just, well, I was born into this world. There were, I don't know if I want to say caretakers, but like guardians involved. They made choices, and a lot of the time the stuff that I was experiencing was 100% not about my choice. It wasn't stuff I wanted. They weren't people I knew. I didn't know their stories. I didn't have anything in common with them. I didn't have anything to talk about when they were busy talking. I was always, you know, the odd one out. Long story short, it was just a bunch of stuff that really, really doesn't work for anybody. It didn't work for me. It was uncomfortable. So I kind of have, as far as social stuff goes, outside of my own choice and the things that I want to do in life, it's all just shockingly uncomfortable, and it's a massive deterrent to me ever wanting to deal with it again. Because why would I if I didn't want to deal with it in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. Yes. Let's move the copper back up to the top. I now have enough to make one bomb. Let's move this. I'll keep the sap until I truly have to sell it. Why not? Keep the carrot up here, because if I keep the carrot up here, then I can eat it if I need extra space in the inventory. And if I don't need the extra space, I can just keep the free cave carrot. Probably gonna go for passing out in the mines today. Well, look at you, about to spit fire at me. Boom. Gotcha. tried to get in my face, gotten yours with an obsidian blade. Who do you think won today? Quiz now, answers later. Okay, I'm gonna need a stone. Okay, you know what? Let's make the one bomb, just in case there's a possibility that I can get a staircase out of it before the end of the day. I'll put it up here. A lot of stuff up here. No doorway, whatever. I can deal. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the sleepiness vibes coming on, but I'm definitely not going to end the stream at the end of this day. I'm going to do the thing now where I go, and at the end of, well, as I'm going through each day, I'm just going to assess how I'm feeling and see what's coming next. Need to move some more. I move my body a little bit, I wake up so much more. Let me get a sip. I put whole cloves in my tea, so every now and then I accidentally end up having to pull one from betwixt my lips. If there was a way for me to avoid that, I would be avoiding it, but so far as I know right now, the whole cloves are the best way for me to make my tea without just inundating myself with ground cloves or whatever you call it. How cool would it be if we could get the bus to each other's farms and I could grab the bomb I just found? Like mulled tea. This is literally just me taking oh, I was gonna say you could do something, but yeah, you used to kind of be able to do something like that in The Sims 3. And unfortunately, people hated it because they really liked the offline. I did too. I liked the offline experience with the game, so when all of a sudden they started trying to throw in online experiences, a lot of the online things were controversial inside of the simming community. But stuff like that has been done. I'm not going to eat anything. My energy is really low, but it's 1:20 a.m., so I don't have much time. I'm thinking that when I get to the next level, I'm going to just make a staircase pretty quickly. So I'm going to be very quiet, or else I'll end up passing out at 2 a.m. because I'll miss everything I'm doing. A mulled tea. This is a tea when I throw my spices in. I can't even remember exactly what mulled tea means, because that makes me think of something where you're making it hardcore. Hold on. I take a tea bag of my choice and I brew the tea up, and I just put in my stevia and my honey and add some spices, generally right out of the spice drawer. Just whatever I need or whatever is going to help. Yeah. Warm beverage made by infusing tea with spices, sweeteners, and often citrus fruits. So I guess so. Creating a fragrant and soothing drink. Typically includes ingredients like cinnamon, cloves, and orange. I'm getting this off of my browser's answer section thingy. And this is what I've got in here today. Today I've got ginger, and I just threw in 8 whole dried cloves. I put in a lot of ginger powder. So that plus, I think I'm brewing rooibos tea. This is what I made today. So I'm going to be quiet and go down in the mines. Because again, if I'm talking while I do this, I will pass out without realizing it's about to happen, because I'll get caught up in the speech, because I just love to talk. I think you'd need cinnamon too. Well, there's no cinnamon in it today, but there was cinnamon in it yesterday. Yesterday I did the same thing, but with cinnamon, except I might have used strawberry tea instead. I used to do this with my coffee too, just throw in whatever, spice it up. Oh, if only I can make one bomb, I can make a small bomb. Might be able to get a free staircase. Let's see. Dang it, I wasn't able to get it. I'm gonna make one because I'm at level 109. I refuse to gamble. Oh, wow. Almost transmuted something, but I didn't have anything to transmute, so it was fine. Yes, got to level 110. We got space boots. You received a space boots. Yeah, I forgot. The game gives you the same call out that I was just about to give. So I'm going to change into these boots right here, not only because they're fly and they're new, but because they are purple and in your face everything but purple. Purple will always ace you out in my heart. I'm not even going to pretend. It's not even a competition. Sorry, not sorry. That's my favorite color. Nothing can compare. So, I'm going to take bait back to the house. The obsidian edge sword. I'm not running back to the house. I'm just preparing for what I'll have when I pass out and finally get there. What else is in here? Me. Take all the forageables and something in here I'm sure I do not need. Okay. So I can put the bait in the fishing rod. And I might take the tree seed because at this point, 110, how many are there? Oh, there are a few more. I won't spoil it right now, but there are a handful more floors that we are going to possibly get to, hopefully before the end of this stream, but I am not sure. I'm fading fast. Maybe I can try to see if I can get to the end of the mines. What in the world? I forgot to change the title of this stream. This time I just completely forgot to try. Okay, I'm a hot mess at life sometimes, but I love it and I find it to be unique about me. I'm trying to keep it all together, and guess what? I can change the title once I'm done. I'm not going to take that time away from the stream right now. Excuse me, I'm just going to keep on going. Pine cone seed, yeah. I'm going to actually leave the pine cone seed and probably this cave carrot. Because I've just realized that I want to, I want to grab my sword and just go back down and see if I can get anything at all worth getting. I didn't leave the cave carrot. I was trying really hard to leave the cave carrot. Right, so I left the seed, the cave carrot, and I might as well leave the firewalker boots. I'm going to run back, just see if there's anything at all I can possibly whack up out of the ground. Okay, this does not bode well. Oh, well, I got 2 geodes. Okay, then it was worth it. That was nice. 2 geodes, a handful more stones. That's pretty good. Oh, you can change the channel title anytime you please. Don't listen to anyone who tells you otherwise. We believe in you. Thank you. I'm just trying to change the title of my videos, and for some reason I go onto the page that's like, change the title for your next stream, and I sit there or ruminate. I'm like, what do I want to do today? And I change the title. I've been doing this since I started, and I've been doing it this past week. I changed the title to something that sums up what I'm going for this time, and it doesn't show because I've got my window open to make sure that I am actually streaming. I'm watching it, and I can see that the title is not what I intended to be. But today I just altogether forgot. So I'm gonna have to be able to change it later because apparently I can't really get it done any other time. If there is a way, I'm gonna have to figure out exactly how to do it. One day. I'm not in a hurry. I am taking life the best I can, and it does not involve frelling myself out over this hot mess. Okay, so it's sunny today. It's going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. The spiritual forecast for the day. We've got golden pyramids everywhere, folks. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Living Off the Land says, welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. Starting tomorrow, an unusual amount of shells and corals are expected to wash up on the beaches all around the world. I'm no scientist, but I've heard it's something to do with crab mating season. At any rate, You could make some good coin combing your local beach. Oh, we're gonna make that coin. This is about to happen. This is preparing to take place. This is fixing to be so. I do enjoy making the coin. We're gonna go make some of the coin. Starting tomorrow. If only it started today so I could go now and get it implanted into my memory. Okay, what should we do today? I've been desperately trying to get cows and it hasn't happened yet, so I guess I could run down there one more time and see if Marnie's at work when I get to her place of work. I'm gonna hope for that. I'm gonna hope for a cow. I'm gonna hope for 4 cows. I can put 4 cows in there, and the sooner I get them, the more money I can start making off of their milk and then their cheese. Also, thank you for We Believe in You. Because once again, when you're researching and people are telling you what you have to do and how you have to do it properly in order to start doing something like streaming, it can get stressful. Listen, we get it. What you do is not the breeziest thing. It's something to be respected. But that doesn't mean that we have to be horrifying everyone new so they're too terrified to even get started. I would personally never take that approach. I've run into some unfortunate situations where somebody's like, oh, you want to do this? Well, let me give you a laundry list of the things you need to do. There was something where when I was starting, I did some auditions I was putting myself out there for voice work. And it's not something I've been paying attention to right now, but I have thought about voice work, and I've created a profile for it because I was that serious about it. And while I was busy doing research, I unfortunately listened to the wrong person who was instructing online, and it took the confidence I had at the moment and just kind of squashed it. And it's my own fault for listening, because in all reality, I kind of had an instinct to leave this alone, but I didn't know why. At that point, I was so overwhelmed trying to learn and find information. I wasn't sure if it was a true instinct, hey, let's not listen to this right now, or if it was just me wanting it to stop because I was so overwhelmed. So I'm going to run out here, check on the chickens, water stuff, and then figure out what else to do. Because I have no idea what else to do, but I would really like to be able to get some cows today. That's what that was. When I saw the stuff flying, the chicken just did it again. The chicken came out and pecked at the ground, and seeds or whatever went flying. How cool is that? I don't remember seeing that before in the game. Is that new, or did I just never notice it? Well, anyway, this one experience, I remember this person saying, if you're going to be doing voice work, you need to be able to blah, 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 a laundry list of stuff. And they said, you're going to be competing with people who have been doing this professionally, high level for such a long time and so many years. So if you don't think you can compete with them right now, it was this message of, if you can't compete with the pros who have had years to learn this and buy equipment and figure out how to do it perfectly, then you need to not be bothering. And I thought it was weird how blunt that was. How blunt, and I found it incredibly unattractive. But there are always going to be people like that. There's always going to be someone who's gatekeeping, and I usually don't let that affect me, because the way you treat other people isn't about those people. It's about you. So I know that was about that person and their issues and their spiritual placement and what they're going through, their struggles inside of their mentality. It just so happened that on that one day, I was in a really, really, apparently a vulnerable place, and it actually scared the crap out of me. And I just needed to walk away from it because I was already going through so much in life. I didn't need the extra stress. It wasn't because that person held that power over me. It was just because in that moment, it felt like there was a lot of malevolent energy in the world about me trying that thing, and I just wasn't there for it. They very much didn't have that power, but the other experiences in my life put together were making me think. I think at the time I was having an instinct to just not keep pushing for that. Maybe it was a timing thing. I don't know why I'm doing this. In my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to plant some things today. I have 2 things to plant, and I already know I want them over here. So I don't need to put them over there. I have the 2 squash seeds, so I'm just going to mindfully focus on getting these planted in the squash area. What is here? Oh, right. I already hoed those spots. Gotta chop those trees down in the area. I could see that there wasn't a plant there, but I didn't recognize that I'd already hoed the spot. If I can run to Pierre's, I only have to make 7 gold, I believe, to be able to afford, to be able to afford 4 cows today. And usually I only start with 2. And I don't want to spend everything, but today I kind of want to spend everything and start with as many as I can in the new barn. The person sounds like what in Britain we like to call, I'm going to say, a male chicken head, a rooster head. You know what? I was getting some rooster vibes. And I don't want to sit around insulting somebody and engage. You know, you don't want to engage in the game because it just raises the bad energy. But it's just, dude, what is wrong with you? Why is it that whatever is going on in your life and your mind, the route that you have taken in life is to try to make it worse for everyone else? There's never been anything in my whole life I've ever done where when I went through something, my immediate reaction was, cool. Now I can try to make it as hard as possible for anyone who comes up after me, because I just want to spread that stuff I hated so much I couldn't stand it, that affected me so negatively that it turned me into this today. And it's not like you can't grow or move on, but I don't know. It was a whole social media thing. And so it wasn't a moment of this person speaking and then possibly going home and thinking, oh, well, I was in a mood, let me just not do that anymore. This is something where you put that information out there and you leave it indefinitely. So for as long as you've left it, for some reason, it's just not bothering you. So if you know, you're just, I have to say if you know, because in my mind, I'm just always aware. Once I've learned something, I can become aware of it. Even if I missed it for a second, I'm aware of what I've done or what I've said, and I have to figure out whether or not I stand behind it. However it's perceived, but there really wasn't much to perceive there. It was very outright. So all I can do is just, honestly, I'm just going to be straight out there and honest about it. I'm a Christian, and I said a prayer afterward, just protect myself from the harm that it was doing to me. And in the hopes that God would deter anyone else from getting harmed by the same statement, because part of my mission in life is that basically if I'm walking down a road and I see that that road is dangerous and it's unsafe, my hope is to do whatever I can to avoid someone else walking right down it and falling into a trap. So spiritually, the only thing I could do in that situation was say a prayer. And I know that could come off sounding a million different ways, but I'm at a point in my life where, it's the truth, and I know it's the truth. So that's what I did. I said a prayer. My coffee beans. I don't just pick those. I pick those and replant them. That was the whole plan. Need to go back and replant them. Yeah, but spiritually, I know it to be true, so I'm saying it. It's just the case. I went down a rickety road. I could see someone else going down it and it doing some serious harm. So I just did what I could do, and all I could do is pray. But at the same time, it's not like I'm telling you who it was. I'm just saying when somebody's in a state like that, they're not okay. They're not living their best life. And even if they're convinced that they are, they're kind of living a sort of a bastardization of the life that they could be living, because they're supposed to be living a good one and a loving one. Everyone's supposed to be able to have a good and loving experience. So if you're not there and that's not what you can embody, you're automatically, clearly not having your best life. So something has to be deeply wrong, and I just kind of walked away kind of unscathed. Because I know it's just not about me. Or you don't have to say it to their face. It's perfectly acceptable to just judge silently. Oh, you know what? I like your style. I like your style. If I'm being really honest, I do what a lot of people, I do what a lot of people would call judging. I call it discernment. But once I have got the impression that a person has chosen to give me, it is mine to do with as I please. And more often than not, I have the wisdom to do so silently. It's something that I wish more people had, because there's a lot of power in it. There's a lot more power in it. Judgy Wudgy was a bear. I'm sitting over here cuddly and fluffy and silent. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly run down here and plant. See, one of my plants died, and I wasn't sure if it had died or if it was just a funny looking plant, but it's just gone completely. It's not growing. It's clearly not here anymore. So I'm gonna plant these coffee beans, water my stuff. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look and see how coffee beans grow on the wiki, because I have this deluxe fertilizer, and if I use it today, I might be able to get extra coffee crops. But I don't want to use it if it's not actually going to work. So I'm at day 11 of spring. So let's see. I'm bringing this up. I'm going to see how many I can get if I plant it today, and then I take off 7, 8, 9, 10. I will get 4 crops without the fertilizer, but if I plant it today with the fertilizer and take out, then I get 5 crops. I'm gonna go grab that fertilizer. That's worth it. This is worth it. Okay, this is the plan. I think I just planted 4 of them. I will get 1 extra crop. That's more coffee beans that I can either plant next year or just make into more coffee. Make sure I specifically put that in the spot where I intend for it to be. Now what? Where am I going now? Because I've been trying to go everywhere so far. I kind of need to go to Pierre's. And once I go down there, I don't know if I have time to run back to Marnie's. But I literally don't have the money to get 4 cows today. And I do not. But I want them all to be the same age and to live happily together. I just want them to be a set. So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna canter. I'm gonna slowly but surely make my way down. I think I can. You know, I've forgotten that I have a tea strainer, and it's not that no, it's locked. What was happening today? The luau? No, it couldn't be the luau. It's locked. Why is it locked? There was a thing today and I forgot about it. Get out of my way, get out of my way. Yep, we get out, yep. The saloon gets pretty lively at night, he says. Way cool, now he's done talking. What was it? It was the luau, that was today. Are you kidding? I thought it was yesterday. I thought that it was yesterday and that I had missed it yesterday. What just happened? I feel like I just time warped. How could I have been so confused? You know what? The only important thing is that I've just realized that this means that I cannot get cows today. So that's my takeaway. My takeaway is I just ran all the way down here for 0 profit. Okay. We just got the garbage hat. Garbage hat. It's a garbage can lid. Upcycled into a hat. So, let's pop that thing on and get to styling. I actually like the garbage can hat, and I wear it regularly in every game because I find it to be a very adequate substitution for having a rain hat, because this thing looks like it can keep any rain off of any head. And also, when I look at this fine and dandy metallic chapeau, I am pretty convinced that I'm just looking at a big, flat, silver-colored beret. and I love it. So I am never bugged or bothered by getting the garbage hat, because while I thought it was a little weird to begin with to be running around with a garbage can lid on your head, I'm ultimately not bothered by things people think are weird, and that's a really important one. And B, it does just look like this gorgeous beret. I like it. So I'm gonna sell the strawberry jelly. And I'm gonna put a bunch of this stuff. Dang, man. Another day and no cows. Let's do the recycling. That just took the wind out of my sails. I really thought I was gonna get up there while Marnie was still at work and get the cows. Oh man. Slightly disappointed. Putting stuff back away. Taking the grapes. I'll take all the grapes. No, I'm not. I'll leave some so I can make seeds. But I'll take most of the grapes. And I'll keep the squash. And I'll even take the spiceberry for food in the mines. I don't need that though. I spend so much on salads. Part of me wants to keep the salads because they're so expensive, but I just spent all of that on the salads because they're just so convenient. So missed the luau today, not yesterday. My new plan is to dump this treasure chest into the bin, and I don't know if I'm going to remember to check and see how much it was worth, because I have usually forgotten so far in the game. Truly, I'm going to take this hat off. I still like the leprechaun hat better. It goes better with the duds. Over here. And no space over here? Exactly. So I'll just put this over here, offload everything that is shockingly ridiculous and totally unnecessary in every conceivable way. Don't need this. Do not need my snails. Don't really want them sitting next to my burgers either, but whatever. They can stay for a minute. I'll drop the treasure. I will drop the treasure chest in here. See how much we're gonna make tomorrow. And then I can canter ever so slowly and delicately. Have you seen the movie Up? Can I post a link? Dude, I mean, if you want to, but I 100%, I guess, but I've seen the movie. I have seen the movie. I refer to that movie as emotional warfare. I found it to be impactful. I cried. You want to say I laughed? I cried. I probably laughed, but I really remember the crying. Man, that movie came in hard and hot. It was after me. That was... I find it to be a good movie. It's just... I was so sad. I was so sad for so much, even right in the beginning. I think this is all I need. Now I don't have to carry a million different types of food around. So okay, I'm gonna hit into the mines. It's usually my profile pic. Oh, let me go see. I'm gonna go into the mines and just see. I should probably go down and see if I can, what is the word I'm looking for? I should probably start in the lower ends to get copper so I can make some bombs. You're weird. I like, oh yeah, when they were children. Man, I forgot about that. I just thought that was the best story. What could be better? Just besties. Falling in love in all the ways. Falling in like. If you can love somebody and you can truly like them, you have won. I'm just going to go to the bottom. I do not feel like spending any time in the higher ends of the mines. I will just deal with the fact that I don't have bomb making supplies. Hold on. I've got to fix my little cozy that I've got around here. Right, it's usually my profile picture. And yeah, that lifetime in 5 minutes at the beginning hits hard. It. Agreed. Agreed. Agreed wholeheartedly. Not even 5 minutes. More like 3. I had no idea. Man, don't movies usually get you in, make you laugh or at least relax, and then hit you with the cray-crayness? I mean, that was unexpected. As far as getting you on board with this person's life for the rest of the movie, that'll do it. I was there. I was there the whole way through. And the dog left an impression on me too. It's kind of funny because this is long before I learned the ADHD thing about myself. But the dog, who is so cute at some point, whatever it is that he's paying attention to or talking about or whatever it was, and then all of a sudden in the middle of his thought he just goes, squirrel, and now he's just 100% looking off there. There's a squirrel, I'm distracted. I thought that was so cute, and I thought that was so funny, and I started to use it as a reference to my own attention span. Apparently that is not an unknown joke in the ADHD society. I had no idea. I didn't know what was or what wasn't because I didn't know I was in it. So I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, I'm being original. Squirrel, like a dog in the movie. I still think it's cute, but whatever, I guess I no longer think it's all that original. But you know what, as long as I'm happy, who cares? I don't need to be original. I'm experiencing glee. That's good enough for everyone. No. We want this down here. We throw away the sap. There we go. Good little thingy. Squirrel. Yes, exactly. But it's true, though. I have that aspect of me. Something pops up that's interesting. Boom, away I go. You'll see it. As you watch me stream, I get interested in something like, I'm having fun conversing. Dang it, it's a bat. I'm having fun conversing, I completely forget that it's 1:20 a.m. in the mines and I'm about to pass out. I get lost in what I'm talking about. I don't realize that the luau is actually today. I think I can keep hitting it. We have hit level 115 and unlocked the next elevator down. How low can we go? How low can we go? We're playing Stardew Limbo, seeing how low. Ooh, oh, nice, another staircase, just like a, what? No. Oh, man. It's fine, my health is enough that it just doesn't matter if it keeps hitting me. What I would love is to be able to get the next bomb recipe. Because right now, I could really use a big bomb. This would be the perfect space for letting one off. When the rabbit ran across the screen near my house, I almost screamed, bunny. Oh my gosh, next time a rabbit runs past, totes, scream bunny. It doesn't matter if you're the only one who gets the joke. We're feeling joy. That's what it's all about. As long as there's love and happiness, who could truly take issue to the whole shebang? Oh my gosh, okay. 117. No, these things, they just come so quickly. They're actually dangerous just because they just keep coming at you. Oh, cool. Well, I kind of want that ruby, but I also just want to go. Oh, we're at level 118. Okay. Trying to figure out what I need to do to get the big bomb recipe, but generally it just comes as I play the... I don't know exactly what I need to complete. I'm not sure if that's mining or if it's combat. I don't know why it would be combat, but I mean, it all has to do with the mines. Let's eat the salad. Me over here missing that I'm getting super exhausted. It's 10:40 p.m. We're really low in the mines. Another win. I'm calling it another win. Oh, come on. I thought I was going to be able to smack that without you getting over here. Boom. Au revoir, cutie poo. Nice not seeing you. So happy not being you. Oh my goodness, posture check. What a green slime and the red mines. What? We just had 250 gold swatting that slime. Oh, this is definitely update stuff. Oh, this might have happened before and I've forgotten about it, but that was unexpected. Lovely. I can live with that. Ah, man. Oh, look at this. We also got... When did that happen? Got the dark jacket. It's classified as clothes. A dark denim jacket lined with fleece. I mean, it's too hot in the summer to put that on right now. I might actually change up my clothes seasonally in the game. I like to mix it up a little bit. Come up with a nice fall outfit. Might wear the jacket all the way through winter. Possibly through spring. Who's to say? Do I really have 0 copper? I have no option for making a bomb. Okay, then I will just happily keep whacking at it. Why not? I mean, we're here, and it's only 11:30. Oh, it's only 11:30 a.m. It's only 11:30, and I'm having to destroy all of these rocks just to see where I can get. At least I got a magma geode, a little iron ore. I've got to eat some more. How can there not be love and happiness when there's a bunny? This is what I'm saying. Bunnies, they just spread, aside from fur, and I'm sure, you know, some dander and a whole bunch of baby bunnies, they just spread happiness everywhere they go. They just spread fur and bunny babies and happiness. What's not to like? Also, I might point out they do that mess quietly. They do not run into the room going a cock-a-doodle you. Nope. They are quiet about this. I'm about to make an emergency staircase and get gone. I don't think I have time for this. I probably should have made the emergency staircase while I was busy thinking about whether or not I should make the emergency staircase. Boom. Woohoo! Journal updated. We got to level 120 of the mines. You found the skull key. You're not sure what it's for, but it seems important. It's been added to your wallet. Nice. We have decor. We've got some, I don't know what those things are, the medical thing. I'm about to call it an ichthus. I don't think that's what it is, but I can't remember. We've got some decor that's reminiscent of that. Let's grab the tools that I need right before we pass out. I'll take that. I'll take that. I can put that into the box with the clothes. I'll take this because it's a good bait. Is there anything else I need? I don't need the obsidian sword, so right now, I mean, I could take the bone fragments. They do have a use on the farm, potentially. Let me think. And maybe a touch of, is that mycomatosis? Okay, I have to look this up. Is this something that bunnies famously might spread? It sounds like it could be some type of bunny-oriented disease. It sounds like it's something genetically oriented. Oh, a disease caused by the mycoma virus. A pox virus in the... This is a lot to read. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't read all this out, but brush rabbits apparently also have this. Yes, there we go. They might be spreading this, but it looks like something that basically affects other rabbits, and since they're already all around other rabbits. Oh, how sad. No, poor little babies. No, I didn't know about this. Now I know. But I mean, if they're spreading this too, then that just means they need nice cuddly lovey snuggles from people who apparently can't catch it or haven't been listed yet in my light research. So again, Bunny is there. No reason to do anything but rejoice. Okay, we have passed out, but we have passed out in a magnificent spree of of success. We have achieved bombage. We've got, okay, level up, level 6 mining, +1 pickaxe proficiency, and new crafting recipe, bomb. So I forgot, it's not called a big bomb. It's just the bomb. What I have now is called a cherry bomb. I always think that this one is just, I always think that the red one is just called bomb, and that the black one is called big bomb. Oh, here it is. Oh, the treasure chest was worth 5,000 gold. I mean, we just made 9 grand without really doing much of anything to go for it. Right, dinner time again. If you're not here in 10 minutes, take care. Definitely be here in 10 minutes. I don't know how much longer because I'm about to start Friday. I'm feeling it. I've got 12 grand. But you go get dinner and we will see how much more we've got after that. So you go enjoy. And if you come back, there will probably be at least a few more minutes to be had. No. I can't just take all of that stuff out because guess what? Inventory always full. So what I'm gonna have to do is figure out how to move this box, I guess, because I need to have a place. I don't even know what this box is. It was supposed to just be an everything box. But the thing is, now I seem to need a much more specific type of everything storage. So for the time being, let's put the clothing, the brand new dark jacket we just got out of the mines right over here, plus the firewalker boots. But will there be bunnies? There might be bunnies. There might be coffee. There might be a ton of things. I mean, there are bunnies in the game. It's just chances seem to be slim of seeing one. So who knows? You might be able to manifest a bunny on this screen. You have to come back and find out. See if we can get some flippity floppity hippity hoppity going on. Oh man. Flippity floppity hippity hoppity. Oh. I have gotten sleepy enough to get the giggles. It never really occurred to me that I would get the giggles on stream, but here it is. No, I've got to find where I put my metal bars, okay? Oh, okay. We've got the metal bars over here. I'm gonna go make some more gold. I might as well make the 1 iron bar. Because you know what? I don't care about making the 1 iron bar. I now have the big bomb recipe. I can just keep that for making bombs. I now have the bomb recipe. I can about guarantee you I'll be calling it Big Bomb again. I've been playing for years and I still can't recall its legitimate name. I don't have high expectations for figuring it out today. What the heck? Did I check the weather? Oh, I forgot already. Let's just see. No, the weather report for tomorrow. Looks like a storm is approaching. Thunder and lightning is expected. I definitely didn't check that. I would have been so happy for the potential for more rain. Yeah, I'm rounding the edge of this stream. I can tell I'm getting tongue-tied over reasonably simple things. For my personal lexicon, reasonably simple. Oh, dude, the spirits are very happy today. Okay. Okay, if the spirits are at their happiest, I need to start figuring out right now what I can do to get to the mines. Ooh, we've got a red cabbage sprouting. It's not sprouted, but it's sprouting. So I'll sell the sap just so that I can get a clear inventory space so I can pick up the gold, pick up that gold, and make more of this. Let's water the cat! Yay! Actually, let's water the cat. Boom! It's a hot day. You're welcome. I'm just saying. Okay, this time it was Dr. Harvey. That's a new message. Jules, someone dropped you off at the clinic last night. You passed out from exhaustion. You've got to take better care of yourself and go to bed at a reasonable hour. I've billed you 344 gold to cover your medical expenses. Dr. Harvey. What? We have a sunflower. We need that for the community center. Let's go pop that over here real quick. Can I pick anything else? I don't think there's a point right now. Because my inventory is so full, I basically can't carry much of it anywhere. So, okay. I mean, now we've got 10 wheat for Marnie. Just move the gold one. Might as well sell that one. It's the most expensive one. Okay. I'm carrying this because I just got it out of the whatever it is. Oh. Go ahead and make 3 more sprinklers because I can. And because I had 3 pieces of refined quartz, so the decision was already made. Put a cap on that. Can put the pepper over here. And probably gonna sell the red mushroom. Let's see. What am I can take the bones out of the inventory. And I'm trying to figure out if that 2 pieces of wood right there is literally the only wood in my current possession. It actually is. I think I could be selling a lot of this stuff, but I can't seem to get it straight in my head right now. So I'm not going to think about that because it's a super high luck day and I would kind of be wasting my time running around to the museum. So I'm going to no, I'm going to instantaneously go grab the eggs. The eggs are the most important thing. Oh, look. This is important before I miss that it's here. We got more summer squash seeds, and there's still time to plant them reasonably. Sexualize my chickens so they remain happy in their day spa of a coopery over here, and then pop right back over here. And we will munch and mush their wee babies into some sandwich spreadery real quick. A fine and oh, come on, my inventory is full. Oh, frill. Hold on. I can deal. I can deal. I can deal. If I must. Suddenly considering how lovely it would be to take some time sometime soon to dedicate 10 grand to getting the largest rucksack from the grocer. Water real quick, because why not? It's Phrygia. I say Phrygia sometimes because I don't know who saw the TV sitcom version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Joan Hart, where Salem the cat said that he was going to petition, I think he said he was going to petition the Witches' Council, someone, to get the official pronunciation of Friday changed to Phrygia. So that apparently left a humorous impression on me, and to this day I'm like, it's Phrygia morning. Let's see what we've got in the Bat Cave. We've got one thing in here. We hardly need it. It was almost a waste of time, but we've cleared space for more fantabulous things to come. And we have to run down here, slowly through the grass as she goes, to find out what's for sale and see how deeply and seriously we can get profoundly extorted today. On this fine Phrygia morning. Okay, I'm done now. Or at least I think I am. We can never know. We can't know. Oh, another gold bar. I do not think I need to spend $1,000 on your random dusty gold bar when I'm making my own fresh every day. Never mind, moving on. So we've got wild horseradish, a red plate, gold bar, and a bat wing. One bat wing for 600 gold. The red plate, cooking, full of antioxidants, gives you 240 energy, 108 health, and plus 50 in your maximum energy capacity. 3, the timer is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so really that sounds like kind of a good deal for all of the energy, but I just don't think I need it even at all, so I'm not worried about it even at all. There's an eggplant, 5 dish of the sea available. Now that's 150 energy, 67 health, and plus 3 for your fishing skill. So that could be very useful for making back some of the money that I spent on the fishing rod. It's just that I have to spend that money on this first. So eggplant, dish of the sea, rice shoot, stone floor, a lobster. I might buy the lobster. And the reason why I might buy the lobster is because there's not really anything else I would need to get. I get the lobster out of the crab pot if I put it in the sea. I don't really want to have to run down there to get that. A 200 gold coffee bean. We've got lobster, coffee bean, the painting, Highway 89, and a rare seed. So I'm just going to quickly, instantaneously snap up the 200 gold coffee bean so I can start planting even more. Yes, please. Let's also get the rare seed. Not gonna lie, I kind of want this painting. I want to mix it up. I want to splurge. I want to do something special for me and for everyone viewing. Because if you keep viewing, we might decorate delightfully while we're slightly min-maxing our game away. Just enough, but we also want to have fun along the way, and sometimes fun means splurging on a lovely purple painting. As soon as I figure out where to put it in my inventory. I don't think there's anything else I really need. The dish of the sea is kind of sexy, but I don't really need it. Or I might need it. I don't know. I want the lobster because I just had the most remarkable game where I played through over a year, the first year, in a brand new profile, and no matter what I did and how I went to check my crab pots, I could not grab a lobster. Ever. I was astounded more and more each day. So I'm getting the lobster in case that somehow ever happens again, because that was shockingly unnecessary. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's kind of funny, but it's also horrifying. I really needed that lobster. Anyway, the dish of the sea. That's tempting. You can really get some stuff done with that thing, especially before you have. This will help me make up for not yet having the highest level fishing rod, so I'm really thinking about it. But first, I'm gonna get Highway 89 because I can. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw away the wood. Am I gonna? Wait, hold on. How much? A cow is 800? Let's go get the cows and then see if I feel like I'm on the hook, because I still have to have something for her when she comes back on Sunday. What else can I make today? What did I sell? I'm gonna have some mayonnaise in a minute. I don't actually... No. What I was trying to do was this. I was trying to move the inventory. Almost found out if I can throw away my axe. Anyway, animals. Now I've got to come up with animal names. No, they're not 800. The chickens are 800. Oh, phooey. It'd be 60 grand to get 4 cows. Suddenly that is feeling very expensive. Let's start off. I'm gonna get a new brown cow. And I'm gonna name the brown cow. Which one should I go with? I'm gonna name the brown cow Rabbit. Because why not? It seems like a very rabbity kind of day. And then I'm gonna go back for more. Send little Rabbit to her home right away. Okay, purchase some more animals. Let's get another dairy cow. Maybe I should also just splurge like crazy and get 2 more chickens. They eventually start making me money. It is an investment, and they are so cute. Okay, my new brown cow. I will name this one Hamster. Yup, we're going for it. We've got Rabbit and Hamster. We are a go on Rabbit and Hamster. Now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 more cows. Jeez, it's just so expensive. It's so expensive now. It won't be that expensive later, but come on. I forgot how much they cost. The chickens are 800 gold. The cows are really, really not. Bunny, no wait, not that. Squirrel, no. Roast chicken sandwich. That's the one. If I name a cow after any kind of sandwich, it's gonna sound like a threat. That's one of my favorite threats in the game. One of these critters gets in my way, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that. I'm gonna have myself a fried chicken sandwich tonight. Don't worry, I've never actually fried one of my Stardew chickens. They're safe. Because it's not possible in the game. No, they'd probably be safe anyway, whatever. What is this? Squirrel? I'm gonna brown cow. I've got 2 brown cows. I want 2 white cows now. My white cow. I've got Rabbit, Hamster. I'm gonna name this one Squirrel. I can remember. Why do I feel like I'm misspelling squirrel? Is it just... It's just a weird looking word, right? I'm pretty sure this is how you spell squirrel. Let's see what's going on. For some reason right now it just truly looks like that just can't be right. This is right. That is a weird looking word up here on this screen. I don't know what's going on. I almost got very, very distracted, by the way, because I typed that in to check the spelling, and I'm not kidding, the screen filled up with squirrels, and they're so cute. I was almost like, I had to shut that window down so quickly just so that I could carry on. I was about to literally be like, squirrel! Squirrels! So many squirrels! Just like that. Oh well. And they're also made of photons, so not the most filling. You know what? That's up for debate. Because not being a photonic life form myself in this emanation, I would not find that to be particularly filling, but who knows what will happen later, right? If you happen to be a photonic life form, then photonic cows and chickens would probably be quite, I don't know if they'd be yummy, but definitely filling indeed. I don't know. I can't be biased just because, you know, it's kind of like, don't knock it till you've tried it. I can't really try it in an authentic way, so I can't really say. We're going for 1 more white cow. I'm going for 1 more. No. I will do this as many times as necessary. Still necessary. Oh, are you kidding me? I will literally do this as many times as necessary until it becomes ridiculous. Finally. New barn for your white cow. No. Let me see. Right, yeah, it's double R, but always looks wrong. Everything looked wrong to me. Even I was wondering if I had forgotten an E or put in an I that didn't go. Everything just went wrong all at once. You're planning to evolve into a photonic being? Ambitious. I don't know. I don't know if it's in the plans. I don't know if it's already taken place. I have different viewpoints on things. Like spirituality is one of my tip-top interests in life. And there are a lot of people who believe that spirituality involves being made of light. There are a lot of mixed opinions, and I don't know which one fits most with what makes sense to me, but who knows? We might already be beings made of light, and we're just confused because there's an oversuit that's, thick and meaty. We might be walking around thinking we're more like that sandwich I was talking about making that chicken into, when in reality we might be photonic already. Who's to say? Guess we'll all find out eventually. I like it. Ambitious, I like it. You know what? If I'm not already, I might just try it. Try it on. See how I like it. What the heck do I name this cow? We've got rabbit, hamster, squirrel. There's got to be something else cute. I might go with rat. Or I could go with mouse. Why does it seem really bizarre to name a cow rat? Why does that feel very, very weird? If you're a Christian, isn't a lot of your spirituality kind of prescribed? There are different mindsets on that. A lot of people will say yes. I have a tendency to take a biblical approach. I'm also aware, like, people will preach, people will write, they'll give you their opinions, they'll give you what they claim is their personal gnosis that they found out through prayer and everything, but it's not my prayer and everything. I have to trust you a lot to believe what you randomly say. So I take a biblical approach, which is complex because the Bible has been translated and mistranslated so many times. I do my research. A lot of stuff that people believe about the Bible isn't true. A lot of it goes against what's in the Bible. So basically the answer to that is, for me, no, it is not as prescribed as people think it is. It really is not. And I am a very spiritual person who has a lot of very spiritual pulls and callings. I do have some Gnostic knowledge that is my own. I have a personal relationship with God. I've even talked about this on my YouTube channel. Someone once asked me because as an autist, I'm logical. I'm going to name this cow Mouse, by the way, because I just think that's really cute. Somebody was asking me, as an autist and being logical, because most people think logical is basically just hard, cold science. How do I reconcile having faith and being autistic? And for me, there is nothing to reconcile, because I know that the title of science and the title of religion, they're all just made up words. People made up the words, they made up the meaning. Cool, we got 4 cows and now we're almost broke. I no longer feel like buying expensive fishing buff foods. I'm gonna pouch this money probably and just keep walking. That took the wind out of my sails for buying all of those. Oh, I'd rather have the flour and throw away the wood. Yeah, I have the least logical answer in the entire world. I can feel the presence of God. That's why I believe. It's not something you can logic away, and I've learned that other people can't, or just don't even believe that that's possible. So I now understand that that sensation strongly informs a lot of what I believe in. And so it's just complex. There are some things that are prescribed, but in all reality, when I believe in those things, it tends to be because they already fit what made sense to me. I wasn't really just taught about this and then I just believe in it because I was raised in it. I actually considered converting. I considered not having a solid belief system. That's just how I am. I explored everything, I paid attention, and I stuck with what made sense to me. So I'm a Christian, but my beliefs, I sometimes have gotten some flack because the people who taught me stuff wanted me to believe exactly what they taught, and I don't, because it's not a self-proof. And as an autist, I believe in something that can prove itself, where there's some evidence. So if you're telling me something and all of the evidence is to the contrary, I can't actually wholeheartedly believe in it. It's a very complex subject. I really like talking about it. What I'm going to do is go over here. That's one of my tip-top interests in life, spirituality, and I went through a lot. Kind of took the wind out of my sails about it, but I've got that wind back, so I'm really, really interested in it again. I'm going to look up the coffee bean again, so I can find out whether or not it would make any sense for me to grab the fertilizer. On day 12, after I plant it, so let me go count. If I don't use it, I get 3 crops, and if I do use it... Are you kidding? If I do use it, I get 5 crops? Well, okay, I was trying to figure out if I'd planted the other one just yesterday, but I guess I did, because I still get to use the fertilizer and get, like, a boatload of crops. An extra 2 crops is sick. Let me just remember where I planted it and run over here and get the fertilizer. Oh, but also, as a footnote on that that's specifically related, inside of Christianity, there is belief that angels are made of light. And I don't remember where this came from as a concept, but that God is made of light. And so, inside of Christianity, that is the basis for all life. And all life came from that and is made from the essence of it, which means that we would actually be photonic beings outside of this body. So even if my beliefs were fully prescribed, there's a serious basis for that already being the case. I'm putting the lobster in the community center box only because I have no idea what else to do with this thing right now, and I'm just shocked and horrified by how much stuff I've got that I can't fully properly put away right now. The spirits are at their top peak happiness today, so I'm gonna... Where are my salads? I have my salads already. I'm gonna grab 1 pepper popper for speed in case I can get to the mines. Wow. Put this seed away. Oh, I was one of those anti-theist AHs for a while, but that was like 10 years ago. Now I'm much more chilled about the whole thing now. Well, I've got to say my approach to life is being chill, so we kind of have that in common. When it comes down to people and their belief systems, listen, one of the things inside of a whole lot of religions is that you're going to try to bring people in. My concept on that is, I believe everything I believe for a reason. For some people, that reason is not a very strong reason, and they might change belief, or they might not really care. They might have a really strong reason to stop believing, but I still think I believe something for a reason. So my thought ever since I was a child is, you can't argue me out of my faith. Why am I going to walk around being arrogant enough to think I can argue you out of yours? It doesn't make sense, because I know it means something more to me, so I kind of assumed it meant something more to everybody else. And in all reality, with anything in life, the best way to showcase something is to just live in truth. And if somebody likes it that much, they are free to come ask questions or to go look it up themselves. I think it's kind of a massive decision. So I do have my beliefs, and I do believe, like, you know, I do believe, obviously, the major points of Christianity, like coming to God through Christ, and that's why Jesus Christ existed. But that doesn't mean that I have an issue with somebody else for believing something else. I found in the history of my life, because I have such a calm approach, I'm more familiar with other people taking an issue to my beliefs. I'm just a naturally laid back person. It's not part of a personal doctrine, it's just in my nature. So, of course, that would be my approach to my beliefs too. And that spreads to my approach to other people's beliefs. I mean, if it's not something where somebody's getting harmed, pretty chill about it. I'm gonna go put this stupid hay in the coop because, jeez. I've got cows now. I need to go open the barn door so they can get out and eat. Oh, that's extremely important. Let me go do that before I completely forget that they're there. No. That's very possible. I could easily forget that they're there. I've done it before. I'm gonna come in while they're trapped. Say hello. Good morning, beautiful babies. See which one of you I named Mouse later on. Okay. Very nice. So we got that. Friday, checked the person, checked the stuff. I mean, I could plant these stupid things over here. Dang it. So much extra stuff to do. Oh, no. Did I plant the coffee seed over here just because it was an empty space? I forgot that is not where I was trying to plant the coffee. How many? I've got 2 squash. I forgot that the torch was there. I've got 2 squash seeds. I'm just going to plant them in a cute little pattern and water them. I'm trying to water. What's happening? Oh my gosh. I need to reconnect. My controller is not doing a thing. It wasn't responding. See, I respect that a lot. I have a problem with the folks trying to get creationism taught in science class, but someone who believes because they feel it, okay, fair play. That's a complex subject. My viewpoint is generally going to be completely different than everybody else's, because like I said before, science and all this stuff, these are literally just terms people made up to describe what they want to believe in. I see the connections in everything. They're all literally the same things that people are talking about. Literally the thing that was ever just so recently discovered inside of the field of quantum physics that was so shocking. We call it quantum entanglement because basically things that are physically separated are supposed to be out of touch with each other because they're not near each other and they can't communicate. But then they realized they can communicate. It was something that they could replicate by the scientific method. It happened. You try it again. Can you recreate the results? So now we've got quantum entanglement. It proves that the universe is not locally real. It changes everything. But honey, that's new to quantum physics, because quantum physics is a science, and science is, I love science, but science is supposed to be asking why. It's supposed to be seeing what's there and questioning why, how. You're not supposed to come with preconceived notions. That limits everybody, because if you come with preconceived notions that haven't already been proven, you're automatically limited by the fact that now you've got this bias that prevents you from actually figuring out what the truth is, because you've already decided what the truth is. Creationism is an approach to science. And it's not something that has been proved, and it's not something that's been disproved. And when you're out there studying the sciences, there are people who recognize things like, for instance, when people believe in the concept of evolution. I can't remember all the proper terms for everything that I'm about to say, but it is stuff that can be looked up. I'm mailing this stuff because I want the profits, and I know I'm gonna forget. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but long story short, the concept that we've all basically evolved, it has something to do with the difference between watching one creature evolve into a new version of itself and having that one creature evolve into an entirely different creature. Because scientifically speaking, you need a new genome for that to happen, and you don't have it. So that's where that concept can never prove itself. or it can't prove itself so far. A lot of people actually who are very intelligent, I've found that the more intelligent people are, I'm going to try to stay away from this, but my thought is that I have noticed that a lot of extremely intelligent people who are very open to paying attention to science and what science can and cannot prove generally believe in that, and then they can't believe in it for long, because when you're truly that interested in it, you tend to find what it can and cannot back up. And so it comes down to that. As far as evolving from one creature into the next, where do you get the new genome? And it's much more complex than what I can explain right here, because that is not something that's of such interest to me that I've delved into it and gotten, and I'm just kind of running around having forgotten what I'm doing. I'm going to the mines. I'm going to take this stuff out because I'm really interested in this subject. But I said I wasn't going to get deeply into it, and I'm not going to get deeply into it. It's something that people can look up. There are a lot of different theories, and none of them can fully prove themselves, and none of them can fully be disproved. So I really don't mind having at least a more well-rounded approach so that people can learn what the theories are. Because the way that I have come to my capacity to understand everyone's beliefs was never because somebody shut out a series of beliefs that weren't mine and decided they weren't good enough to be considered. And I just wouldn't do that disservice to anybody. I'm not telling you that you have to teach it as if it's 100% true and it has somehow been proved, because that's just a lie and I don't need that. It's a lie that it's been proved. So if you can believe in it, that's going to be where you are personally, as it is for everyone. But I also am aware that if you're not giving a well-rounded approach and you just completely eliminate one thing for the other, I wouldn't say teach creationism and ditch everything else, because that would be doing to that belief set what that belief set has traditionally done to the other one, and neither of those things are balanced. There ought to be balance. I will always be a fan of more information rather than less, because where there is less information for the majority of people, you don't necessarily want to go find it. You might not find it, and you might not understand that there even is a different viewpoint. I'm just not, I've never been so horrified of the information that I can't stand hearing something that isn't what I believe. I love that, because if I don't know that, how in the world can I live my life in an informed and intelligent way? For me personally, I can't, and I would love to. So I'm very interested in hearing all the conflicting thoughts and everything. I get what you're saying, but that's like 100 years old. What's like 100 years old? I don't mean it's wrong, just that it's been around for a while. LOL, you're almost triggering me, but I don't have this argument anymore. Oh, well, you know what? That's kind of funny. It's the passion that comes out. I think what I'm thinking about right now is like, oh, well, I don't want to trigger anybody, but at the same time, it goes back to that thing. If I believe in what I'm saying, do I stand by it or not? So, it's not something where we need to have the conversation or I need to go on about it, and I've pretty much finished with my point anyway now. It's just, I stand by it, and it's not even really that big of a deal. Because ultimately, even when it comes down to what people are teaching, it's not really my decision either. So I've come down here so I can try to get some copper. Since I've already reached the bottom of the mines and I don't have to achieve like that, I would like to pick up a heck of a lot of anything that is an ore. Yeah, but overall, I'm not trying to trigger you. It's just an extremely what is it? It's a subject that really, it triggers a lot of passions. No. I want the resources. I love how I get to a point in the game where all I need is to get more ore, and then when I accidentally this map looks new actually. This is a new map. I haven't discovered this map before. Yeah, all of a sudden when what I'm in the mines for is to gather ore, I actually find it to be a bummer when I get an unexpected staircase. I'm gonna take a moment and have some tea. Because the unexpected staircase is now in my way, preventing me from getting to the ore. 5 minutes ago, like yesterday in the mines, the only thing I wanted was another staircase. Oh yeah. Monster Compendium. We picked up a book. The description for the book. We've gotten a book for free. We have gotten a book for free. It's called Monster Compendium. Monsters have a small chance to drop double loot. That sounds fly. Let's read this book real fast. Oh yeah. Yeah, my throat is just congested now. Hold on, let me make sure I can still... Well, no, I know I can still be seen and heard because because I'm conversing with someone. Okay. I haven't checked in a minute. Hold on, let's see. Oh, you were talking about quantum mechanics, Niels Bohr, etc. Not that much has changed in 100. Yeah, I thought you said it was new. Well, no, well, okay, I'm saying new, but my concept of new doesn't mean it's just happening a second ago. It's more like, oh, I didn't finish my point. I was saying it's a relatively new discovery, but that's in the context of spirituality because people who have believed in, this is what I was saying, it's the same thing. A lot of the stuff is the same thing. In science, they call it quantum entanglement. It means there's a connection where they thought there couldn't be one across an impossible distance, a previously thought impossible distance. But throughout the entire history of people believing in spirit, in the spirit, in God, specifically in Christianity, what they call quantum entanglement is called no separation in the spirit. And it literally means the exact same thing. Like, for instance, we see this kind of playing out with a lot of people, and this is dicey. All of this stuff is dicey. It depends on what you believe in and, you know, how it affects you and, you know, but when you have people who, for instance, they're tight, they love each other, they're connected, and they're across a great distance. Sometimes when something happens, they've studied this with twins, sometimes it happens with people who are in love. You're across a great distance, and if something happens with one of those people, sometimes the other one can tell that something is up. They can tell something is wrong. They can tell something is great. They can feel it, and it just sounds like, well, pure craziness, until later on they come back together and realize, wow, I had this feeling at that time on that day, and you just told me you went through this great event. That's what we're calling no connection in the spirit. So I say it's rather new because as a Christian, that belief is as old as God and earth, and we've always known it. So it's just one of those places where as science begins to catch up with some of this stuff, you know, as the scientific method begins to prove some of this stuff, it's stuff that some of us have already known since the beginning of time. It's just that we had the benefit of believing in it before science had the methods for testing it. But that's, again, an extremely personal thing, because I know that as I say that, a lot of people will immediately 100% know within themselves, oh, it's coincidence, or it's not the same thing. But from my specific viewpoint, where I see the connection in everything instead of the separation in everything, it is the same thing. Yeah, I'm still going to run around and check because it's so late that if I don't run and check, I might be missing the really good stuff. I need everything. I need stones. I need, you know what? I forgot. I might have copper. I do. I had copper down here and I couldn't see it, but I forgot to rearrange everything. So I was missing opportunities, potential opportunities to make bombs. What? When did I get 2 free bombs? What the heck? Hiccups. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bumming that I missed the opportunity to use the bombs for that amount of time, but whatever, getting caught up in it. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the slimes. Okay, I'm looking. Whoa, yes, please. Let's make a bomb. Yes, yes, this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. Oh, oh, this is the good stuff. Yeah! I need another one. Fabulous. Okay, so that was worth it. I'm using the copper to get the copper, but not. Oh, yeah, phooey. Come back at me. You ain't seen a sword like this before down in these levels. Last time I was here, I didn't have the obsidian sword. Forget you. It's on now. Sucker. Oh, man. I once heard somebody say that once you make it to Skull Caverns, you have to have at least the, it's called, I don't know, let's see, flame, fire. Okay, there's another sword that is higher level than obsidian, and I can't, lava, the lava katana. Yeah, that's it. They said you have to at least have the okay, my mouth is getting confused. That's a sign of tiredness setting in. Fatigue. Fatigue is setting in. The lava katana, according to them, is the lowest level sword you can successfully use to play in Skull Caverns. But I have been in Skull Caverns with the obsidian edge sword and had great success. Wow, it was hard to get those words out. Okay, that's it then. We're about to pass out. Let's see if I can get this copper. Just any stone at all. Just literally anything. Okay. Cool. Got 48 pieces of copper. Let's go make some copper bars in your face. Yes. Yeah, I picked up that book a few minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Oh, you did in your own game too? Way cool. I don't remember books. You know what? I have had a good amount of experience with books turning up in the game, but I have bought, I think, only one. And I'll probably buy it again because it's that one that I love that shows you the price. It's the price catalog. It's so useful. Let's turn that on. I like it when the cat gets to be cozy at home for the day. I'm definitely going to play one more day.